How do you feel about rules? Love them? Hate them? Today we're talking about the rules to consider before you buy a condo or buy into any planned community at all. It's one of 8 essential things that you should know about making a big purchase, a condo purchase in Omaha, Nebraska. Before you make any real estate purchase, you have to do your homework. And one of the pieces of homework that you have to do when you're buying into a condo building or any planned community is to read the covenants, the bylaws, or the rules, whatever your division or whatever your condo complex calls it. Read them. It's usually a longer document and it outlines every way that they're expecting the residents of that community to live. So especially when you're buying into a condo, you're agreeing to buy into a community of living. If you are buying into a planned community where you have other HOAs, you're agreeing to conduct yourself in a certain way. That's what a planned community is. That's what a condo regime is as well. So one of the areas you should think about looking through when you're reading that document is, can you rent your condo? And in addition to that, can other people rent their condo? What percentage of the entire community can be rented? So in some of our more vacation-oriented condo regimes, much of the building is rental property or people's second home. And a lot of full-time residents don't necessarily live there. But many of our other more traditional condo buildings, the majority are full-time owners and residents with very little or no rental property within that community. And then even within that rental concept, can I have a short-term rental or must I have a long-term rental? So am I restricted by the amount of time that I must have a lease if I'm renting? Does it have to be a 1-year lease, a 3-month lease? Can I have a 2-day lease? In other words, can I conduct an Airbnb or vacation rental by owner out of my unit? Knowing what the restrictions are before you sign on the dotted line is essential, because once you move in, you won't be able to change the rules. Those are the rules that you'll be expected to live by. No ands, ifs, or buts. Do you love to entertain and frequently have guests in your condo? Find out if there are any restrictions about the number of guests you can have and the duration those guests can stay with you. If you have an occasional guest, occasional overnight guest, it's probably not going to be restricted by your condo. But if you have frequent, regular, and many guests, and maybe renting a small hostel out of your condo, it might be restricted. So check out those guest limits around any kind of entertaining that you do in your condo. Next area, what do the residents of your complex need to look like? What? In other words, can you have pets or can you not have pets? What kind of pets? Do you have a pound or a breed restriction on the kind of pet that you can have? Read the document. Also, what about age? Pay attention if you are moving into a 55 and over planned community. How long can you have guests that are not 55 and older? A week? A month? Ever? Does only the owner need to be 55 and over and everybody else can be 6? Find out what the age restrictions are and the other restrictions related to who can live in your condo and for how long. How do you feel about being quiet? Love it, or does it cramp your style? Read about it in your covenants, your bylaws, or your rules. It will outline for you specific times when the community is expected to be conducting itself in a more quiet way. This is especially important for people that have, or condo units that have pools or party rooms. Anything that affects the greater good of the community might be restricted by quiet hours. So pay attention to this, especially if you work second shift or third shift, because this might affect your lifestyle. Do you like to decorate big time for the holidays? Definitely read your rules for your condo regime. Do you like to put lights up in the window or decoration up in the window? Do you like to keep your Christmas tree up all year round? Do you like to decorate your front door for every seasonal holiday? Do you like to keep your shoes outside your condo building? Do you like to put political signs out in your front yard? What are the things that extend beyond your condo walls that people can see outside of your condo walls in your personal decor, in your personal lifestyle that may be objectionable, maybe outside the rules or the guidelines of your building? Find out before you sign on the dotted line. You have found the perfect property. The only problem is it's stuck in 1980, but it's a diamond in the rough. You see the potential for an immediate equity gain with a little bit of tolerance for dust and remodeling. How fantastic! But before you sign on the dotted line, you better find out what the rules are around remodeling any unit in your building. First off, is it allowed? And what kind of review process is in place? What kind of approval do you need from your HOA board before you can even embark on that dream remodel? What if they don't approve it? What's plan B if they don't approve your dream remodel? And if your dream remodel involves an open floor plan, you're thinking, I'm going to take out all kinds of walls and I'm going to have a marvelous modern day open floor plan, you might have to think again. Find out about those structural elements in your building. A lot of walls are usually holding up the building and are essential to the structure of the building. And inside those walls, a lot of times in any structure, but particularly in a condo building, your plumbing and your electrical service elements might be in those walls, and those need to get to your neighbors on either side of you, above or below you. So just taking out walls isn't necessarily going to be practical in every condo situation. Knowing what those structural elements are, researching them before you sign on the dotted line is an important thing. And how long can that remodel take? Can you work on it night and day? Can there be pounding and sawing going on night and day so you can get in your condo and be living your dream life? If you have to stop working at 5 o'clock every day, and it has to be those quiet hours take effect at 5 o'clock, no sawing, no hammering after 5 or whatever time frame, pay attention because it might lengthen the time before you can get into your condo or your dream condo is complete. It also might affect your workforce, when your workforce is available and what kind of workforce you can attract to your project. And that's a really important thing in the modern day. So pay attention to the rules around construction and remodeling with your condo. Researching the rules is one of the most important things you will do on your condo buying journey, but it's only one of 8 important areas that you must research, you must lock down before you make this important investment. But don't worry, I've got them all outlined below for you in your condo coaching checklist. Just download it, it's free. But if you want to watch more videos on the same topic, we've got some more coming up. Check them out.